Okay, great win for us. We needed it. They obviously needed it too, and proud of the guys for finding a way to get this one done. The defense in the first half was great, and that's what kept us in the game. And then in the second half, we started to score. Obviously could have closed the game out better, but you know what? Today I'm not. Some days I might be upset about it. Not today. Today we're going to be happy and move on to the next one.
Questions for Joel and Cleek?
Cleek, you had a battle with, and also Jimmy had a battle with marriage. Talk about that battle one-on-one tonight.
We just had to be strong. We studied film before the game. You know, he wanted to go over his left shoulder. We tried our best to, not let that happen. And he got a few off, but that's where our main focus was.
Well, just they make that big rally. You get down, one of the balls in your hand, and you come up the floor. Just kind of talk about what you're thinking, what's going through your mind at that point.
I glanced over to the bench and coach was telling me to attack. So, I was trying to make a play aggressive at the rim, I'm not worried about making or missing foul shots. I had a rough start to the year and that bothered me. So, I got back to the mechanics, I felt I shot better throughout the season. So I wasn't worried about going to the line and making those.
This kind of goes without saying, but after the last 3 games, does this feel like something that can kind of right the ship a little bit?
I don't know necessarily right the ship because, I feel like we didn't play to our capabilities, and I feel like those games we could have been in the game to win. But, it gets us back on the right track. We're back to defending the way that we can defend. Just have to do it for the full game. So I think we're in the right direction going forward.
How big is this? Lose 3 in a row. You're at home. They're coming back. How big is it to pull that out?
It's huge. It's huge. We just got to keep rolling. Keep it rolling. Stay consistent and just keep it going.
Can you guys compare the mood in the locker room from today compared to the last couple of games when you lost?
We were happy, we needed a win. We wanted to win, so, we were definitely happy, and, after our loss, we just kept trying to figure out ways, find how we're going to find a way to win, get back on track. And that started with our defense, so we were all definitely excited that we got to win, get us back on track.
Could you kind of take me through that block you had with 20 seconds left?
When Merritt got the ball, my heart was beating, and then thanks to Chris Ortiz, he came from my help side, and once he put it up, I just got happy and just threw it. That's really it.
Anything else for Joel and Cleek?
Are you guys looking at the standings by any chance in the conference?
To be honest, we're focusing on ourselves. We have to get better ourselves before we focus on anybody else or any other team. We have things we have to deal with.
Are they hard to ignore?
Yeah, but it's something we have to deal with. We have to focus on getting better ourselves.
Joel, just one more real quick. Before X goes out, your role's a little different. Obviously, you're asked to score more, and then to come down, 2 weeks ago, you probably wouldn't have had the ball in that situation, but now you did. To be able to come through, how's it just feel for you personally?
Coming from Cornell, I've been in that situation there, so it was something that I'm definitely capable of, and I accepted my role on the team here, doing what I need to do for us to win. So when X and J Walk both went down, I understood that I was going to have to be more aggressive, take some more shots. So, it wasn't something that was completely new to me coming from Cornell. I was in that role before.
Anything else either one of these two? Nope. All right, you guys are good to go.
All right. Thanks, fellas.
Questions for Coach?
Rob, I meant to ask Cleek about marriage. Before the game, it's all marriage or Baker, but tonight it was Armstead. He seemed like he had every answer for.
Yeah, he's a good
especially
player.
at the end.
I also think it was Kalik and G and our guys too. But
Yeah.
he hit some big shots late, and he's a really good player. I've always thought he's a great player, and he showed that tonight. And he made some big shots for them when they needed them, when they're coming back. Some highly contested threes that he made. So he's a good player, and I'm sure this will help springboard him for the rest of the season.
How How big was that start of the second half?
Huge, really important, I thought. Yeah.
And you built on it.
Yeah, I thought it was really important because, again, the difference between this game, last game, we really struggled to score in the first half against Toledo. We turned the ball over too much against Toledo, but in the first half we defended just like we did tonight in the first half. But to get out to a good start in the second half, I thought was really important for our guys mentally, and they did a great job with that for sure.
I watched it, once you all got the ball after they hit the.
Yeah.
And I watched you, and you had a timeout.
Yeah, I had 2 timeouts. I probably should have used one at a different time, but you know what? At the end of a game, I don't know. If it was a tie game, maybe we call a timeout to make sure we take the last shot. But when you're down, I just sort of feel like the best way to get a good shot is to drive it, and then maybe you miss and get a tip in. How many times do you see that? But when the defense is set, sometimes, I mean, they're a good defensive team. Maybe they come out and we put a play in and they go zone, or they trap the ball and we're not expecting them. So I think the best, my thought is the best way to get a good shot there is to let the guys play. And, G drove it strong. I think he saw me waving him, telling him to go, because he was maybe wondering what, do I call a timeout or not? But, I don't think I've ever called a timeout in that spot. And I don't think I ever would. If it was a tie game, maybe we'd call a timeout just to make sure we got the last shot.
They hit the 3, then there's the turnover.
Yeah.
The second 3, what was going through your head?
Listen, what was going through my head was I can't believe Chris Ortiz threw the lob to Dion and that we missed the dunk. I mean, should he have pulled the ball out? Maybe. Dion should have made the dunk like it was a perfect pass. But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if we just pull it out there and run some clock, maybe this doesn't happen. But you know what? They hit some tough shots, I thought. It's not like they weren't contested. They were highly contested. And, sometimes guys make some plays, and we turned it over. We only turned it over twice in the second half after 11 in the first half. It just happened to be on that possession. And from my angle, it sort of looked like Joel got tripped. But you know what? You got to be stronger with the ball there. And you know what? They have a lot of fight in their team. So they needed a win, too. They weren't going to give in. And then we just made one more play.
They asked Jalal this earlier. Given how you guys were playing coming into the game, do you feel as if you guys got the monkey off your back, so to speak?
Listen, if we had lost tonight, if we had lost the way we would have lost would have been incredibly disappointing. But you know what? If we had lost tonight, we're going to move on and play Saturday and have to continue to get better. And if we win tonight, we got to play Saturday and continue to get better. Like, the season wouldn't have been won or lost on any game. At the end of the day, it's hard. Okay, it's hard to win games in this league. We're playing, severely shorthanded for our team, and our guys, in my eyes, we didn't play great against Toledo. We didn't play great against Central Michigan, but I thought we played hard, and that's, to me, at the end of the day, that's what you want to see your team do, because ultimately the end, all that matters is March, playing your best basketball then, or trying to play your best basketball then. Last year Akron had an injury to their point guard, and they lost 6 out of 7 going into the MAC tournament, and then won 3 in the MAC tournament. So, you know what? All it takes is one game to flip it, and hopefully this is it. And we gotta play Eastern Michigan, who's playing well, and and then we got to come back and play Western Michigan next week, regardless of what happened today.
Got back to just looking down the line here, getting contributions from teams.
Yeah, a lot of guys. Yeah, I thought that was really important. I thought Rashawn gave us some great minutes. I thought in the first half, Jalen Avery gave us some great minutes. And everybody, Marvin and Chris Ortiz, is, statistically, he didn't shoot it very well, but I thought he played much better than he played, the prior games, and came up with a big steal, and made some big plays. So, to me, I agree with you. It was a total team effort. I thought, again, you look at the stats, this is Jimmy's first game in a long time that he's had more assists than turnovers. So I thought he was a willing passer, and he attracts so much attention that, he has to be. but we also need him to score. So it's like, it's tough for him sometimes. When do I pass? So you just got to play the game and see what comes. And I thought he did a great job. And obviously Kalik, I met with Kalik and Chris Ortiz yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, it was yesterday. I met with them yesterday, and Kalik responded great. And that's what it takes. It takes everybody.
Any other questions?
All right, thanks, guys.